This video will show you different ways you can add drawers to your cabinet. Drawers are defined by the Quick Design methods. There are two types of drawers: prefabricated drawers with fixed dimensions dependent on the drawer hardware you're using, and custom drawers built to the size of the cabinet. Here we're going to focus on custom drawers, which is the default Quick Design method. To add drawers, click on the inner volume. You can go to the Modify menu and select Add Drawers from there, or you can right click on the volume and do it that way, but we're going to go to the Quick Design toolbar and click on Add Drawers there. Now here on the left, in this dialog box, you can see Type. Drawer Quick Design types are only relevant if you've applied a manufacturing method associated with that drawer type. If you haven't, the type doesn't matter, just leave it on drawer 1. We've also got these assembly options. Let's click in here. All these settings are already built into the Quick Design drawer methods. Normally you wouldn't edit them here, but it can be useful in specific circumstances to override your normal settings. We'll have a quick look at them anyway. The lateral slack, that's the distance between the side of the drawer and the side of the cabinet or the adjacent panel. So that's the width of the drawer hardware, the sliders. For custom drawers defined by the cabinet dimensions, you set the relationship of the drawer with its adjacent panels. So you would choose the reference from the top of the drawer here, the top reference, to the panel above it, or to the drawer top. The drawer top is the top of the drawer facade, and it's exactly the same for the bottom reference and the back reference. For pre-manufactured drawers, you set up a specific drawer height and depth. Over here you see the elements section, so here you can define which internal drawer elements to include. You've got drawer bottom, back and sides, and this here counter frontage. That's the backing behind the facade. But to say again, you don't normally adjust these parameters, instead you apply them through a Quick Design method. So let's click Cancel here. We've got the drawer set at Applied Global. We'll have a look what that is in a moment. And let's set the number of drawers to 3 and click OK. I'm going to go into the 3D view and open the drawers. There we go. So let's just close them again and I'll show you what Applied Global means. That means you have the drawer front overlapping the rest of the cabinet. The drawer fronts sit in front of the cabinet. I'm going to put my mouse over any of the drawers, hold down the Shift button and click. That selects all 3 drawers at once. We've got in the Properties menu the Multiple Drawer section. Here you can see the slack in depth. For overlapping drawers like this, with Applied Global selected, you don't really use the slack in depth. You just leave it at 0. But this slack value here is useful. Let's set it to 30 millimeters. So that adds extra slack between each drawer. We applied 3 drawers, so you can see in the Properties menu, Drawer 1, Drawer 2 and Drawer 3, and you've got properties for each one. You can edit the structure to change the design of each drawer. You can change the material, which will change the thickness of the drawer. And you've also got the links section, so we can define here the relationship between the drawers and the top panel, the bottom, left and right side panels. Let's click on top. You can apply edging, a chamfer and hardware through this fitting link. We look at these options elsewhere. For now, I'm just going to change the slack to 20 millimeters. And you can see that the drawers have now been set down from the top by that 20 millimeter value. I'm going to click Undo now, go back to the properties. Let's change it from Applied Global to Built-in. We look at Applied Local elsewhere, so let's select Built-in. Straight away you can see the effect. The drawers are now built into the cabinet. Go back to the Properties menu. We've still got a slack value between the drawers we can edit, and this time the slack in depth is more useful. Let's set that to 30 millimeters, and that sets back the drawers in the cabinet by that value. Just like with overlapping drawers, you can change the properties of each drawer, and you can go into the links menu again and change the relationship with its adjacent panels. Here let's put a recess of 30 millimeters in. You can see that the drawers have been lifted up by 30 millimeters. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.